Nerfball. What is it? Why is it? Where is it? When is it? Actually, the big question is it happening? We've got no new information on Nerfball, and I know a lot of people have been wondering for quite some time now. And as I was thinking more about, what could Nerfball be, I went back and checked. When did they post that little teaser video that got people talking? October 6th, 2022. We're in March now. It's been over 5 months. Radio silent. If you clicked on their Hasbro Pulse link and you said, hey, I want to learn more about Nerfball updates, including gameplay details, sneak peeks, and more, sign me up. Well, you've got no emails because I signed up for that and I've gotten no emails about Nerfball. I've gotten emails about other stuff from Hasbro Pulse. Thanks for that. But nothing that I actually want. Welcome to the next cutting-edge competitive sport, Nerfball. This new game will bring emotion, action-packed play, and intense competition to the sporting world in a way only Nerf can. Get ready to compete in 2023. More information to be announced soon. Okay, sign up at the Nerfball to stay up to date on announcements and get your hands on the soon-to-be-revealed Nerf Pro Blaster. So even in that little blurb, and the little bit of footage that we had from whether it was a testing game or literally just a photo shoot, there are things that have people curious for good reason. Nerf Pro Blaster didn't look like gel ball blasters, which is good, so a Nerf Pro Blaster that isn't gel ball specific, yes, we'll take one of those. It's pretty clear at this point that from that footage as well, they were using modded blasters shooting half darts of some sort. Very cool. Are those going to be the final products? Are they going to take inspiration from that? Or are they going to be something completely different? We don't know. It is just speculation at this point. They clearly didn't put any emphasis on the blasters. They made sure to quickly cut away from them. Could you not right now, plane? Thank you. There is, of course, a very good chance that if Nerf was to release their own Pro Blaster using half darts, the half darts could be a different size. The magazines could be a different size. It might not be 100% cross-compatible with our existing platforms. That should surprise no one. Yet, we're still curious, right? You want to see what they're all about. They could bring something new to the table. Let's see what they have to compete with our other options. Maybe they are absolute trash, and maybe they would only work well for this kind of ecosystem. Who knows? We need to see something first before we can completely write it off. And maybe they don't shoot 150 FPS like a Nexus Pro. But some people have used excuses like that as if it's not going to live up to our existing stuff absolutely without, seeing anything as a way to completely dismiss everything about Nerfball. At this point, all we can do is speculate, because they've given us absolutely nothing else to go off of, which I don't understand the headspace. I clearly am not involved in any of this kind of planning or marketing at all, but wouldn't you want to drive up some hype if you were making such bold claims about the next cutting-edge competitive sport that's going to bring emotion? Frickin' emotion to the game? The less information I have about this, the closer we get to, say, summer, the more I think it's going to take place in some mall and it's going to be a one-off event and it's going to be for publicity only. We're going to announce this pop-up and if you're in the area, come and show up. That's awesome. But what they're pitching here seems more like what we've kind of grown accustomed to in the hobby space of, hey, we've actually got some planning made for a competitive event where you can come with a team of 4 and play for prizes. Actually, I don't know if they've said anything about prizes. And Nerf is not the only ones that can talk a big game and then almost get there. And heck, the Dart Zone Pro Tour probably isn't coming back this year either. A Foam Pro Tour might not be back this year either. But still, for the naysayers, the ones who say Nerf is irrelevant in this hobby space, competitive level foam flinging, Nerf doesn't matter, we really don't need to care about any of this stuff, pump the brakes, reel it back for a second, remind yourselves. Nerf is still the leader in this hobby. Whether you like it or not, Nerf still makes the products that everyone recognizes. That Dart Zone blaster you're playing with is a Nerf blaster to the majority of people, or it's a high-powered Nerf blaster, maybe made by one of those off-brands. That's just the reality of it. And what that means in this case is not to degrade the other companies that make, arguably in many cases, superior products for what we do, but if Nerf releases a competitive scene, that gets more people interested. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, it gets people focused on that kind of sport, and then that can lead them into other hobby-based sports that we have worked on for some time, and they might be able to thrive in that category. There are so many options for blasters, and that is really, really cool to see. For something like Nerfball, you're not going to be given the option to use any blaster that shoots within a certain FPS. I think you're going to be using the ones that they give you. That's just what a brand would do. But again, if you can take that interest and then tell people, hey, there are more opportunities and you can do even more with it, I think that is a fantastic way to go. And yes, I do have a little Nerf foam basketball out right now, but I also have my official Nerf ball from 1969 back there, because Nerf ball is the search result you'll get whenever you're searching for news about this stuff. I'd be curious if they actually use like a Nerf branded like little foam ball. I think that'd make more sense than like a basketball or soccer ball kind of dealio. We want to know, what are the game details, right? You've shown people kind of playing with potential blasters and potential methods of scoring, but that's it. At this point, I'm done with speculating. Just give us something to go off of, and then we can talk more about it. Because at this rate, I mean, it's just not happening. And that would be really sad. I want this to happen. Because in the meantime, all we've got are Nerf Pro Gel Fire blasters.